Hello everyone, today going to talk about the real life coding test I did actually just a week ago, and this is from Department of Education. It's a front-end coding test, so they have 5 tasks, many actually CSS and 2 JavaScript questions. Let's look up the task 1. And task 1 is actually CSS task, so you have a 6 div you need a layout. So he already set the expected in here. Give the following HTML. We need to see the next page and assume it sits within the body. Write the CSS needed to reproduce the image above. What we are interested in is you understanding the stack. That means the div and the index and the ordinary and the position. And they don't care about the width, height, font, and colors. So you actually don't need a layout. This just inside this smaller. Just make sure the stack is correct. So let me look at this. The HTML they provided is 6 div 1 and div 2. Div 3 is simply div. So you have, and they expect the div 1 stick on the top, div 2 stick on the bottom, and div 3 stick in the bottom. Once you scroll, div 3 is supposed underneath div 1 and above div 2. And div 3 have 3 child, div 4, div 5, and div 6. And this 3 child is a child of div. Simply is a child of div 3. So they actually, you just need to give div 3 and position relative, and div 4, 5, 6 position and absolute. Just then give index. Make sure they are layout correctly. So just looking in here. So we need a position fix on top, position fix on bottom, and div 3 relative, div 4, 5, 6 absolutely, and make sure the order is correct. So I already have a pre-prepared CSS in here. So like I said, they mainly focus just the index and the position. So div 1 position fixed, div 2 also position fixed, stick on the top, so top 0. And they need on top of everybody, so he's give the biggest number is 6, only 6 div. Div 2 just position is very important. Stick left 0, bottom 0, stick on the bottom. And div 3 is position is very important. It's a relative. Then you can allow the 4, 5, 6 inside it. So 4, 5, 6 and the position is very important. Need all absolutely. And then the index order is very important. Div 5 is noised where they in the bottom, and div 6 supposed on div on top of div 4. What it really look like this? Did I already render? Yeah, in here. Oh, damn it. So it render in here. Div 1 sit on top, and div 2 sit on bottom. Suppose this div 3 suppose on top, could on top of div 2, but inside div 1. And div 3 is on the bottom, div 4 and 5 on top, 6 on top of 3, but div 6 is on top of 5 and on the list of div 4. Yeah, that is for task 1. Now we could go back to the task, move on our task 2. So now let's look at the task 2. So task 2 is like this. So given the following HTML and CSS in here, so they provide a div and list the div, and they already give you a CSS. one is red and one is blue, is color the text. First law, it is the latest applied will override the previous class. So this one will be color blue. And the second one, it is also saying, so the latest class will override the previous class. So this is red. This is the last div, and the most closed one, the child will override the parent. So this is red. And this will override the red. So this is blue. Task 2, old technology damage. Old technology cannot accept the assessment. Okay, so now let's start task 3. So he provided, now we move on task 3. So given the following HTML and CSS, so head, UL, main, foot. Improve its accessibility, taking into account all the technology. Look here, the head. If you follow the semantic and HTML, they already know this is the head. It's quite already good. So, but for the phone, you actually need in here you actually need the label. Have a 4. So this is for search. Yes, yeah, search. When they do accessibility test, if they tap to this label, it will read out this is a phone and this is a tab. And when you focus the label, he said, please type in what you want to search. So what you type it will. Here text it will be read out. And then this one supposed to have the value, so the screen reader will read out this is going to submit instead of typing. Then if somebody you just use screen reader it out, it will say you are on the button, you're going to submit it. In here, actually, and this one, we need the navigation. So it will know this is the navigation. So this for the navigation accessibility. For the main, it will know this is the main body of the page, and he will read it out. This is article, and this is the head. It will know it is the title and the paragraph. Once they keep moving on to the foot, here we know this is a foot. I think this is better put in the paragraph, so they will read it out. This is a paragraph. Yeah. So this task 3 is done. Is some accessibility test. See if you follow HTML semantic syntax, also understand the phone accessibility. Let's move on. And task 4 is JavaScript action. So consider the following code. It is a for loop, and each loop going to create a button. So document create a button, and this button will create a node. It's called a button, and with the eye, and also let this button listen to click. Once you click this button, it have a console log this item. Then you put this on the document body. Task 1, they say what is log to the console when user click the button 4. Okay, when user click button 4, it actually log 5. And why? Because closure, CLOUSURE. I hope I didn't type wrong. Always type wrong. Closure. I think it's this one. provide one or more alternative implement that will make it work. In ES6 it can very elegant, so one way you could just change the var to net. So here, so just change this one. But in the old traditional way, you could use if. So the if could around in this one or just this one. If is like immediately function, so the I will be passed in. Then you have this function. The inner function, okay. Hope I didn't type in wrong. So then you put this inside. Ctrl X, put it inside a if. So you scope it. So instead let this access the parent scope because closure. So if you don't wrap it, it will can access the parent scope. So the I will be changed to the last item file. So if you use if, so this is inner scope, so the high, and this one you passed in, so 1 passed in console 1, 2 it will be console log 2. Yeah. And I think this is a common question will be asked in every front-end test. They always will ask you, give you question about the closure. And this is the last task. Convert the following ES6 code into its pre-ES6 version, so EX5 version. Class in JavaScript are syntactic silk. They are not a new inheritance module. In this question, we are looking for your understanding how classes are implemented behind the scene. So I'm just changing class to a function. So actually, I just write in here. It's very easy. Function. You could define, just define this one. Via one, like a pointer. So define pointer equal to a function, and then instead this function actually is a construct function here accept 2 parameters, and then you will have this dot x equal to what you pass in x, and this dot y equal to what you pass in y, and this function will have the pointer dot the port type dot distance equal to a function. So everybody initial this will inherit this one, and inherit this function. This function also accepts, just copy this one, you could. Yeah. Then you have a prototype distance. It actually is a function. So this function accepts a distance x equals to a dot x. So this suppose is an object, and b dot x. So if constants a dot x minus b dot x, then return have this method dx and dy, a dot x, b dot x. Yes, so finish it. That's it for this test. Thank you.